This statement from the first vice president of Iran is quite funny. He made something clear. He said Trump has the right, the privilege to send his soldiers to Kharg Island, okay, to conquer the place. Because Kharg Island is in charge of almost 90% Iran export. He said he have the right to send his soldiers there, but Iran have the right to eliminate all of them, and none will remain in that Kharg Island. If Trump decides to send his soldiers to Kharg Island, the decision to bring them back will not be in his hands because no one returns home from hell. Wow. You see, the audacity, the challenge is what makes me laugh. They don't hide it. You can come, but if you will go alive is the issue. And now US don't want to land there. They are bombing, over bombing everywhere. But I thought there is what is called infrastructure, civilian infrastructure that don't need to be bombed. So why do we witness it? Both Israel and US bombing everywhere. It's quite uncalled for. It's like punishment. Anyway, are you punishing the regime or you are punishing the civilians who you claim to protect? What are you doing? That's just a question on the lips of everybody. Look at one of the bombing yesterday in East Nafar. Everyone was like, wow. But after that, also Iran replied them straight away. Iran don't waste time. Tel Aviv was just not only Tel Aviv, every part of Israel yesterday was on fire. As the missile was striking, even cars, and there's flooding everywhere. Maybe other areas were on fire also, as well as Kuwait, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia. In fact, Kuwait president was in UN yesterday, crying, saying, "Now UN, we need to do something now. We need to put some protocol things, how to, protect things, or put things on bombs, because this is not all right." Anyway, we pray for this war to stop because it's getting tougher and more devastation. Wow. And it is more painful to US actually because the reason why they went for that war, none have materialized. The more they're bombing these people, the more Iran stands strong. We are not surrendering. Wow. So in Israel, after Israel targeted their own train station, so Iran is doing tit for tat. They bomb my own, I bomb your own.
Iran bombed the Teva pharmaceutical factory. That's the largest generic drug manufacturing company in the world. Not only did they bomb it, it burnt to the ground. There were
They don't bomb my own, I don't touch your own. I think it's a fair deal here. Israel believe in their defense system, but Iran have managed to dismantle Israel defense system. So their missile is just entering anyhow they want it to enter. Pam. You bomb my own, pam. I send another missile into your own area and bomb the exact thing you bomb in my land, I bomb it in your own land too. As I say, Israel is a very small area. It's looking deserted, looking like bombing into oblivion. Iran is a very large place. The more you bomb, the more there are spaces where people can be. Though it doesn't pay anybody to see their own amenities, their own infrastructure they are living with to be destroyed because of aggressiveness of one people or the other. We pray that this war stops now. Never end. Iran just destroy Amazon database in UAE. Woohoo! As US is bombing their infrastructure, they are targeting US infrastructure or businesses within Middle East. Amazon database in UAE just completely dismantled, nothing left, burning like hey. So if you see your data disappearing, know that a war have already swallowed it. May God save us. Iran said it. Kick for tat, it touched my own, I touched your own. We're not giving up. In fact, yesterday Iran give an ultimatum to US and Israel must surrender for the war to stop. I beg, make una stop this war. I beg, because masses are gonna suffer this thing more than the elite. Wow! Iran keep on shocking people. The latest is that U.S. bombed the tallest bridge in Iran, actually, which they were building new. You can see it there as U.S. bombed the bridge, the longest bridge or tallest bridge in Iran.
We're
Wow.
going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong.
But Iran have promised to retaliate. They have mapped out bridges in Saudi Arabia, UAE, Israel, Kuwait to bomb very soon. Having said that, second F-35 fighter jet of US was brought down in central of Iran. It said Iran shuts down second US F-35 fighter jet. Says pilots survivor unlikely. When they say Iran have no defense system that destroy everything, ask yourself a question. How do a country without defense system again, Air Force again, nothing is working there, manage to bring down F-35 fighter jet 2, one of the most difficult fighter jet to bring down, to shut down. That is F-35, which US is using, Israel is using also. They have brought down F-18 from Israel, F-16 also. They have brought down many fighter jets there over Tehran. But as I say always, the main media is controlled by the aggressors. Having said that, the war is not fun anyway, because I say US have already left military site now. They are now bombing civilian sites because bridge is connecting two zones where people use to travel. So bombing a bridge is a civilian issue. Anyway, it's left for UN or whoever responsible for that to look into that. I haven't said that. No one is finding it so easy now. Iran refused to surrender. In fact, Iran has said that US and Israel must surrender before the war can stop. Simple. And let's see how the thing goes. But US is not giving up. They have said that they will bomb Iran into oblivion where they belong. And Iran have already mapped out places to retaliate, as Tel Aviv is being bombed into oblivion also. May God save us in this war.